Hello humans and otherwise, I'm Addie, and welcome back to my blind Let's Play of Dragon Quest XI! Hendrik is in the party permanently now, of all people, and we are gone to the north to Angri-La, where we can find more information about, well, him! And from what I can tell, this is basically just the mountains of Tibet. We got Buddhist monks here and everything. So, well, I'm kind of interested in this place.
I welcome you once again to Angri-La, honored luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
Of course, but where's the low Lama? So you can't have a high without a low.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
Well, said ever since he came into this world, so ever since the moment he was born, apparently.
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner?
I'm wearing it on my cape, so yeah.
This is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth.
And if you look, it kind of looks like Yggdrasil.
Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang. Sadly, that was not to be.
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here.
Yeah.
What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the World Tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
Oh, it's one of those situations. He cast a spell he needed to, but the power overwhelmed him, and yeah.
A noble sacrifice, indeed.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the Field of Discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
All right. But of course, I always gotta wonder, what exactly is holy? What exactly is that even? How do you define that? I mean, sure, in games this was like light power and such. But what is it really supposed to be? I don't know. Of course I can't jump off. I figured it was here, but I wanted to go the other way first. Path to the Field of Discipline. Now, Angri-La is supposed to be like Shangri-La, if anything, right? Based on the name, anyway.
Beyond those doors lies the Field of Discipline, where students of Angri-La strive for enlightenment.
Everyone's just angry here!
Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history. And of the luminary of legend himself, Erdwin.
If the ground is hollow, then we don't want to fall through it if we jump too hard or something like that, right?
Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then. The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization. But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone. Someone who would change his fate forever.
Who was this person?
Another of Ai Yi's disciples. A young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant. Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends.
But they obviously couldn't do much. More can't. It'd be more can if you could actually do things. More can't is you always fail.
When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed. Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now, allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me.
I want to be so bad as to follow you, though. Can you read this? We two sworn companions, Erdwin and Morkant, do hereby pledge to lay low the Dark One. Though it cost us our very lives, may this pact stand from now until eternity. Okay. There's the castle right there, too.
Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you.
Yeah, but Heliodor attacked because the king was possessed.
I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
Achievement? You kind of hesitated there. Like, what kind of achievements did he do? Weird ones?
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick.
I'll smack your behind if you don't do what I say.
During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honorable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times. Today, Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time.
What is the idea?
The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it.
Huh.
Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honored if you would join us. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us. But in this respect at least, we can provide.
Yeah, you can at least do something. That night, the High Lama holds a banquet in Addie's honor. Long-suffering disciples are overjoyed to have an evening's respite. They're training and eat, drink, and dance till the early hours. Then morning comes.
Awake at last, hmm? It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
Yeah. The person who does all the training, unfortunately, not here. Books! On the nature of the nutty stick. The Grand Masters of Angela will have a mighty weapon whose name echoes through the ages. I speak not of the wave cutter scimitar, nor of the staff of torn clouds. No, I speak of the naughty stick. The origins of the legendary tool of destruction can be traced back to the very founding of Angela. It is said the stick itself chose the very first Grand Master. Some believe it was carved from a branch of Yggdrasil, but even a dragon could not break it, though it tried with all its might. Of course, it is best known for use in punishing young monsters that lapses of focus. The pain it inflicts is rumored to be so severe that acolytes fear their very souls have been spanked from their bodies. The Sutra of Angela. The Master teaches that a man is the world, and the world is the man. To devote oneself to good deeds is to serve the world. To bring goodness into the world is to protect it. The Master teaches that through suffering we learn of ease, through sadness we learn of joy. To love mankind and thereby the world, that is our duty. Man is the world, goodness serves the world, learn good things from bad and thereby love the world. These are the wisdoms of Angela, realm beyond the clouds. These are the precepts for which we live. You know what? I can't really argue what they just said in that book. Sounds pretty decent to me. Of course, in a place like this, you'd expect that kind of thing from them. Ah, Luminary, I trust you slept well last night. His Holiness waits you outside. He came to wish you luck in the next stage of your journey. He had said he intended to speak with you alone, but I hear raised voices coming from the other side of the door. What's happening out there, I wonder? Well, did say we might very well meet companions here.
And the hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed.
Of course it is.
This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
Well, no, everything has gone
I've trained all
wrong.
my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angela.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
You're not asking us, we're telling you we're going to do it.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Why, yes.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you.
What can you do?
We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
Okay. But it wouldn't surprise me if you, like, actually went into combat and you were, like, super powerful or something. That's the kind of thing you'd expect, especially from a guy like this. It's just that kind of thing. Okay, you must go that summit tunnel. Alright. Let's climb the mountain. There's an area over there, too. Why, if it is the luminary! His Holiness sent word that you would be coming. You're going to rescue the hermit who went off to the top of the mountain, correct? Please be careful. You're not due for one as important as yourself to go missing, too. Yeah. We don't need the only person who can actually save everyone to get lost on some mountain. Staff of anti-magic? Well, I can't even use that. Maybe he was telling me who's going to join the party. Well, hello. Aren't you a biggin? A black dragon appears. No fancy name, just dragon. Yeah. Really, Hendrik? Come on.
All is well that ends well.
200 different species of monster! Yay! Gotta get them out. Kind of important that we do that. Dragon Slash works!
Victory is ours.
Alright, so I mean, we need to do this anyway. That happens so much. Like, hey, here's this mount you can use, but you're actually required to use it. It's not optional. And you're not getting you anywhere without using it. Well, aren't you fancy? It's over here. Chest, at the very least. Sorcerer's Ring? They're giving us magic stuff. Still going up. I want to fight one of these. Tantamount! Kind of reminds me of a Kirin in a way. Falcon Slash! Wasn't that tough, really.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
No, not really. Let's see why it would be in doubt. And of course, we conveniently lose the mount. Well, may as well. There's a place we can rest right here. Let's get this leveled up. Focus increased by 1, and that's literally it. Yeah, let's just talk.
It seems we are too late. Is this the hermit we came in search of?
Unfortunately so. He was in deep meditation when he breathed his last. I am glad at least that he was prepared to meet his fate. But that posture, it is awful. Uniquely awful. I know it from somewhere.
Incredible! Issue 1 of the Ogler's Digest. And in mint condition. Indeed. It seems our friend here made his peace with the world before departing. This, at least, is some small solace. But this is one of the royal treasures of Dundrasil. Why would a lowly hermit have such a... The skies! Can it really be?
Lord Robert!
Your grandfather was Master Pang's most fervent disciple. Can he have chosen to follow his mentor to the next life, perhaps?
No, he is still breathing.
What?
His spirit hovers in the place between life and death. It is only a matter of time before he passes the point of no return. But there may yet be a way to save him. If you were to follow him into the void, you might be able to bring him back.
But how? Is this even possible?
The ancient teachings tell us that the summit of Mount Panglai stands at the crossroads between this world and the next. If you will permit me, I can perform an ancient rite that will send you to the place between worlds.
Yeah.
But it is not a decision to be taken lightly. Once that place is entered, there is no guarantee of return. Well, will you take that chance? Will you visit the void and bring Lord Robert back to us?
Of course!
Very well. I will prepare for the ritual. Tell me when you are ready, and we will begin.
I gotta get him back.
It is time to depart for the place to which every soul must go, but from which few ever return. It is time to perform the rite.
What is this foolish dance? What manner of ritual is this?
I wouldn't call the dance foolish. He's probably doing what needs to be done. The void. Yeah. Looks like a void to me.
Another wandering soul drifts into my domain. Welcome, child, to the end of your journey.
At the end of it.
Destiny is cruel indeed to send me one so young. This may be a fruitless question, given the vacant expression you wear, but do you know what fate awaits you here?
He's always got a vacant expression. No.
Oh, you poor young fool. You have no idea of the suffering to come. Let me unburden you of at least a little of your ignorance. I will explain in simple terms that even an idiot may understand. As you see, this world is a blank slate. It is a place of nothingness.
Describes a void pretty well.
Before Yggdrasil fell, departed souls would come here before returning to the World Tree. But now that the tree is gone, it is a place with an entrance but no exit. A dead end for the dead. A spiritual cul-de-sac. What I'm trying to tell you is that you will never leave this world. Before long, your soul will dissipate and be lost to the void.
I did wonder about this kind of thing. What happens when people die and all
As long as
that?
the cycle of souls is interrupted, all who die will suffer the same fate. Until at last, the Lord of Shadows is the only one who remains.
I don't think they'd explain this, but they are explaining it.
This is your destiny. Accept it, for you cannot change it. Or do you cling to the vain hope that the heart of Yggdrasil may be recovered from Mordegon's clutches? If you do, you are a fool. And yet, you would not be alone in your foolishness. There are others who refuse to accept that all is lost. Some people just don't know when to give up.
Yeah. Old man Rab. When bright band bores through heaven's doors, and the sun shall rise to our darkened skies and banish night with holy lights. They feel the discipline. Now, gotta do this stuff in the void. There he is.
Did you think that he chose death out of a sense of despair? You could not be more wrong. He came here with hope in his heart. The hope that one day he will defeat the Lord of Shadows.
Yeah.
Your grandfather came to find me so that I might teach him the last of my secrets. You know who I am, of course. Foolish child. I am Pang, Grand Master of Angrila. Your grandfather's teacher and tormentor. Do you see the magic circle that surrounds him?
No, you died, so he came here for more training.
The precise pattern of movements draws energy from the ether and channels it to create the mandala of Yggdrasil. This is the final secret. He has been flailing away like this ever since he arrived here. It is not good for him at his age. But when the great sigil is complete, he will have mastery over a power not seen since the Age of Heroes. Get out, knight! Don't you dare give up now! I'll beat your bottom black and blue, I swear it!
Oh!
Kamehameha!
Well, would you look at that? Perhaps he is not completely useless after all.
Hey! Did you see that? I finally did it! Oh, it was beautiful!
Yes, very impressive. I thought you had gone soft in your dotage, but it seems you still have some guts. Well done.
Jinx! Grandmaster Pang! Was that praise? Woohoo! For the first time in my long life, she's actually paid me a compliment. Oh, that's warmed my cockles more than 100 nips of the hard stuff.
Perhaps if you could stop congratulating yourself for one moment and squint beyond the end of your bulbous nose, you would see we have a visitor.
Oh my!
There we go.
Is it really you, laddie?
A delayed reaction.
Oh, not you as well. Your poor young life snatched away from you. It's not fair. It's not fair, I tell you.
Oh, stop your sniveling. The boy is alive.
He's what? But what's he doing here then?
He and his friends found your body and sent his soul from the world above to bring you back.
Yep.
Ah, really? But I only came here to... And you went to all that trouble. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine.
I don't know. You look pretty thin in your actual body now. Lost a lot of weight.
Finer than ever, in fact. Now that I've learned the final secret, you and me are going to be unstoppable. Come on, let's get back to our bodies and show that Lord of Shadows what we're made of.
Stop right there! Where do you think you are going?
I can't thank you enough for all you've done, Grandmaster. But now that my training's finished, I need to be on my way.
Finished? Oh, but we haven't even begun. Honored Luminary, if you would like to follow me.
Yeah, we've got to train under her. What you were supposed to do in the first place.
Your grandfather has mastered the last secret of Angri-La. He now has the power to send enemies straight to the beyond.
So it's like a better version of the whack spell?
It is a technique first devised in the Age of Heroes by Morkant, brother-in-arms of the Luminary of Legend. For you, I have a technique no less impressive. An attack of such incredible power that it can tear through all 4 dimensions.
Well, so there are 4 dimensions, huh?
It was devised by Erdwin himself during his training with Yi, our first Grand Master. And it will give you strength beyond reckoning, Luminary.
Okay, instead of just being an attack I can
That
use...
can't be a bad thing. Me with Morkant's spell and you with Erdwin's attack. We'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, I accidentally pressed my controller again. I was gonna say, it would make us really strong. How about not have it just be an attack? How about our stats just permanently get really high?
If you can master it. None since Erdwin has been able to do so.
Well, they weren't luminary either.
The training you must undergo to acquire this power will be more intense, more relentless, more excruciating than any you have faced before. Well, do you think you have what it takes to endure this most trying of trials?
Yeah.
I knew you would make the right choice. Now, let us begin. The first step is to focus your mental energies and call forth a blade of pure light. Hold out your hand and try.
Well, I call out a blade of pure electricity often enough. So I'm sure I can do that.
As good as can be expected for a first attempt. The heat of battle should help to speed you up a little.
Battle? You mean you're going to fight him? Oh, no, the poor lad's not ready.
Me? Why would I rumple my nice clean robe when I have you to do my dirty work for me?
What? You're going to make me fight my own grandson?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Who better, Lord Robert? You have mastered all our secrets now. There is no one better suited to the task. And besides, I've always wanted to see two princes of Dundrasil battling it out. Let me know when you are ready to begin.
Are you ready to fight your grandfather? Yeah, we've done it before.
Before we continue, allow me to give your grandfather an unfair advantage. All in the name of speeding up your training, of course.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh, aye! I've not felt this alive in decades! Let me at the little blighter!
That's the spirit. Don't hold back. Show him the true power of our last and greatest secret.
Just you watch me.
Luminary, prepare yourself. Beat back the onslaught and unleash the technique if you can. The more you use it, the stronger it will become. You must practice until it is perfect.
Here I come, laddie. It's time to show you what this old man can do.
Alright. I use super powered right now, too. Open some pearly gates. Woo! Quadra Slash. Make sure I'm healed, though.
Try this for size.
Good, that's not working. We're starting to get more powerful as we go. And I can see that too. How many attacks in a row are you gonna get? And how many attacks in a row are you going to get? I can't keep using that ability and I'm taking ridiculous amounts of damage. So I'm getting hit by... Because you're getting multiple turns in a row by yourself. No MP. Problem is, I got no defense. Okay, it's back to normal. 300. Yeah, getting multiple turns in a row. You get to prepare your next attack, and then immediately use it.
This'll make your blood run cold!
Oh, yes. Wonderful. I couldn't have beaten him more soundly myself. I must say, I doubted you had it in you. But you have proved me wrong. And for once, that is no bad thing.
Heh. Quadra slash.
The power of the technique comes from your heart. Hone that greatest of weapons, and none will be able to stand before you. Now, I think it's time we peeled that old degenerate off the flagstones, don't you?
You beat me, even with the last secret of Angry-La in my side. Oh, I can't believe how much you've grown, laddie.
You weren't too much of an embarrassment, no. Perhaps I finally have a disciple worthy of the name.
Oh, this is what we don't need.
This is where you have been hiding.
Wait, I know that voice.
Mordegan.
Sniveling worms. You thought to escape my clutches by cowering here in this ruined world. You have only delayed the inevitable.
No! Curse you! I had thought your powers could not reach us here. It seems I underestimated you. So inconsiderate. There was one last thing I wanted to teach you. Fine. It seems we must do it the hard way. You two will just have to learn the ultimate ability here and now. Or die trying.
Pretty much.
What? So the last secret of Angry-La wasn't the last one? And Quadra Slash wasn't either?
Of course not, foolish man. there is another. A supreme skill devised by Grandmaster Yi. One that Erdwin and Morkan performed together. Well, don't just stand there. Combine your powers. Revive the technique that was lost to us so long ago, so that I can die happy.
You dare to resist me?
Of course!
You must do exactly as I say. Exactly when I say it. We have only one chance. Robert, do not think. Act. Use the technique I taught to you. Quickly! Now, Luminary! Unleash Quadra Slash! Yes, the last and greatest of all the secrets of Angri-La. The technique to end all techniques. Solar Flare!
Sword is gonna blind him temporarily? The Solar Flare always does a Dragon Ball Z.
He is back with us.
Back more again
But
for
he's
now,
greatly
anyway.
weakened. We must get him to the temple right away.
Exhausted after the events in the void, Addie falls into a deep sleep. In his dreams, he sees the smiling face of Grandmaster Pang, lit by the light of the ultimate ability of Angri-La. Then morning comes.
You are finally awake. Good. I feared you had suffered some lasting injury.
Nope, at least I didn't wake up on a horse cart to Skyrim.
Lord Robert awoke a short while ago. He's outside speaking with the High Lama. We should join them.
Right, did Rab somehow regain all of his weight instantly? Good morning, Luminary. When your friend carried you in here unconscious, I was deeply concerned, but with the grace of heaven, it seems you have suffered no lasting harm. Lord Robert and His Holiness await you outside the High Hall. Yeah, she'll only be happy to see you be alive and well. Yeah! We need to survive. And of course, Quadra Slash suddenly costs a lot of MP. And now it attacks everybody. Yep, he did get his weight back
Come on
somehow.
there, laddie. Better late than never, eh? What are you staring at me like that for? Is there something on my face?
It is your physique, Lord Robert. You were a good deal slighter only a short time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that! Nothing a good breakfast couldn't cure.
Huh!
Aye, the Grand Master put me through worse on more than one occasion.
You don't gain that much weight that fast, old man.
Lord Robert has told me what came to pass in the void, that you met Grandmaster Pang, and that she trained you in the ancient arts. I hear that you were even able to master the ultimate abilities of your ancestor Erdwin. You have my congratulations.
And I hear that I owe you a debt of thanks, Sir Henrik, for looking after the boy here while I was away.
Please think nothing of it, my lord. It is the least I could do to make amends for all the wrongs I have done. Indeed, I feel I must apologize.
Ah, don't torture yourself over it, son. We've all been pawns in Mordegon's game. You've nothing to apologize for.
Yeah, that's what I've said. We weren't really enemies to begin with.
Thank you. Truly. What do you intend to do now? We had hoped to find guidance here in Angri-La, but alas, we find ourselves at an impasse.
Well, funnily enough, I was just thinking about something Grandmaster Pang told me. She said old Erdwin used a very special form of transport when he went after the Dark One. Some sort of sacred flying contraption.
Oh, we're gonna get some kind of airship thing?
Whatever could that mean?
I didn't get the chance to ask her any more about it. But it sounds like just what we need to get up to that castle and knock Mordegon off his perch. As for our old friends, none of them were exactly the giving up type, eh? If I'm still alive and kicking, you can bet the rest of them are out there somewhere.
Yeah, if anyone would be gone, it would be you due to your age and such.
So, what say we head over to Arborea and keep an eye out for our pals on the way? If this flying doodad's supposed to be sacred, the folks over there'll know something about it for sure.
They might.
There's no time to lose. The longer we wait, the stronger Mordegon gets. So, let's get going.
Rap rejoins the party. New panels have been unlocked to this character builder. Yeah. New powers and such. Rab cannot use a Proligate's ability. Rab cannot use a Solar Flare Pep Power. Of course, it's a Pep Power.
We disciples of Angri-La will do all that we can to aid you in your preparations to take on the Lord of Shadows. We have even devised a special training regime for you. Visit us again soon. We will stand ready to help you hone your powers.
Okay, I'm interested in what that is. I want to know what that is. Awarded for overcoming the unforgiving trials of Grandmaster Pang and mastering the most closely guarded secrets of Angri-La. At least 50 accolades. You got an achievement for getting achievements! There's a quest there, but we're not going to take it right now. Don't know if I'll even be completing it because it'll require specific things that are like RNG and such, and I don't necessarily want to deal with that. But for now, we are going to stop after that intense training. Addie needs a rest. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time! If you enjoyed my video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if for whatever reason you want to talk to me, you can find me on Discord and a link in the description.